What's going on, guys? Welcome to part 4 of the Amazon FBA product research mini-series. In this video, we're going to be looking at 3 methods that you can use to discover whether the product that you're considering launching is seasonal. Okay, so before we jump into the methods, it's really important to understand that when we're doing this type of analysis, you're not just looking to see if the product is seasonal or not. What we're going to be doing is looking at the historical demand for your product idea over the past few years to firstly work out whether the demand is increasing or decreasing over time. Secondly, to see if your product is seasonal. And then finally, you just want to keep an eye out to try and see if potentially your product could be a fad product, because obviously if it is a fad product, that is a product that you completely want to avoid. So without further ado, let's jump into method number 1, which is using the Helium-10 magnet tool to look at search volume for your main keyword on Amazon. Okay, so what you want to do is just come over to keyword research and hit on magnet. Then once you're on magnet, you want to type in the main keyword for your product idea. The main keyword is the most relevant keyword with the highest search volume. Once you've done that, before you hit get keywords, what you want to do is just come over and make sure that you selected the correct marketplace. Obviously, if you're selling on Amazon UK, then you want to hit .co.uk. If you're in the US, then Amazon.com. This is really important because a product that might be seasonal in the UK because we have a hot summer and a cold winter might not be seasonal in other countries where it's hot all year round. So make sure that you select the correct marketplace and then just come over and hit get keywords. I've already searched this, so I'm just going to hit load from history. So then what you'll see is these 4 boxes here. If you look at the far left-hand side box, you'll see search volume. So what Helium-10 is telling us here is that the keyword swimming pools on average at the moment is getting around 5,764 monthly searches for that specific keyword. Now, if you hit on this little squiggly arrow button here, we can then see the historical search volume over the past year. Then what you want to hit is just all time, and then that will show you the search volume over the last 2 years. So we're in January at the moment, and you can see that over the past few months during the winter, there's been around somewhere between kind of 3, maybe 5,000 monthly searches for that keyword, which is kind of what you would expect. How many people are really looking for a swimming pool during the English winter? Probably not that many. But then if we come over to the summer months, so August, June, July, you can see that the search volume kind of hovers between 350 and 250,000 monthly searches for that keyword, because obviously it's boiling hot, everyone is looking for swimming pools. And what you'll probably find is that the number of sales correlates with the search volume. As search volume goes up, obviously the number of sales for that product goes up. So this is a perfect example of a seasonal product because you can see these clear kind of peaks during summer months and then troughs during the winter months. If this wasn't a seasonal product, instead what you would see is just a fairly flat, maybe slightly squiggly line. It might be going up a little bit over time or decreasing over time, but it would be a fairly flat line throughout all of the seasons, and that would show that it's not a seasonal product. Now, the reason why you ideally want to avoid seasonal products is that if your product is not seasonal, you're going to have a steady revenue, steady profit, and steady cash flow throughout the whole year. If instead you have a seasonal product, you are not going to have a steady income through the whole year. Your cash flow is going to be terrible through certain parts of the year. And also it's really hard to manage your stock, and you're often going to be left with excess stock stuck in the Amazon fulfillment centers, which is going to be bad for your account health, and it's just going to cost you money in storage fees. So ideally, if you can avoid it, you don't really want to go for seasonal products. Okay, so method 1 is to analyze your keyword search volume for your main keyword on Amazon. Method number 2 is to analyze the keyword search volume for your main keyword on Google, and you can do that using Google Trends. So very similar method here. All you want to do is just write in your main keyword. So we'll write in swimming pool again. Again, make sure you've selected the correct marketplace. So I'm going to come down and select United Kingdom. Where are you? There we are. And then just hit enter. Then you can see the default setting here is to look at 12 months of data. But obviously looking at 12 months of data can be quite hard to actually see if there is a peak and a trough. So what you're going to want to do is look at 5 years. And as expected, you can see these distinct kind of peak and troughs pattern. So there'll be a peak in search volume during the summer months and then a trough for search volume during the winter months. Actually, not as much of a trough as I expected. There's still a fair amount of search volume for swimming pools during the winter months. I don't know who is buying a swimming pool during the English winters, but apparently people are looking for them and people are buying them. So that's what a seasonal product looks like, but just to give you some sort of reference, I want to show you what a product looks like if it's not seasonal. So let's use a product like a car seat, a baby car seat. People buy those all year round. Okay, here we go. Yeah, if you look at a historical data of 5 years search volume, you can see that there are slight up and downs, but it's relatively flat over time. There is a constant steady demand for car seats over the year, so this would not be a seasonal product. So methods 1 and 2, we've analyzed the search volume for your product idea, which should directly correlate with actual sales data. But method number 3, we're going to come over to Amazon and we're actually going to look at the sales data of some of your competitors selling similar products, and you should see a very similar pattern to the search volume. So what you want to do is come over to Amazon. Again, make sure you're in the right marketplace. We're going to look at swimming pools again. So just type and search your main keyword. And then what you want to do is find 2 or 3 competitors that sell a similar product that you want to sell. So let's say we are planning on selling an inflatable swimming pool. We just open up a couple of those. And then you just want to come on to the product listing. And to do this analysis, we're going to use another Helium 10 tool, but this time we're going to use a Chrome extension called X-Ray. Also guys, if you're interested in trying Helium 10, you can find some discount codes in the description of this video, which will just make it a bit cheaper for you. So what you want to do is come onto the X-Ray tool, and then on this tool, you can see a bunch of different data. We can see the estimated monthly sales, the estimated monthly revenue, and so on. What we're interested in is the estimated monthly sales. So what we can see is that the tool's telling us that they estimate that this product is selling 211 units over the last month. What we want to do is again look at historical sales. So if you click on the squiggly arrow, we'll get the last 30 days of data. Again, you want to hit on all time. And there we go, just like the search volume data, you can see this classic kind of peak and trough pattern. A peak in sales during summer months where they're estimated to be selling around 180 units a month, which is huge. And then right down to the troughs in the winter months where it's estimated that they're selling around 8-9 units a month. So a lot less than the summer month. And that's exactly what you would expect, because obviously the higher the search volume, the higher the sales. So that's how you analyze whether a product idea is seasonal or not. I hope you found the video useful. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.